Hello everybody, it is Classic Paul, and welcome back to some more Minecraft. In the last video we made ourselves a nice little Pokeball, and I have to say that looks sweet. But there's certain things about this area that I feel are a little lacking, don't you think? Like, we don't have anything here. Like, there's nothing. It's just the first shack, the OG shack, and then we have my house. And there's literally nothing else. I mean, we have our cobblestone generator in the backyard, but it's like there's nothing else to this area. And I feel like it's longing and it needs something. So this episode, we're going to go about making, stuff. Why is my audio sounding weird? I don't have any audio. Hold up. What's up with my audio? Why can I not hear anything? Well, that'll do it. There we go. I was like, I don't hear any audio. What happened? Did I lose my audio? So, again, we're going to be doing another creative mode video, but a lot of the purpose of these is to show off some of the things that you can actually build in Minecraft, because Minecraft is a very open world game, and you are able to do a lot of stuff in this game that, I don't really want to call this an RPG, but like other simulators really can't quite capture. So what we're going to do is I want to build a few little houses for villagers in this video, and I kind of want to start building this into like sort of a little city of sorts, So first of all, we will need to clear out these trees. That was a lot more fun doing it from the top. So, boop, oh, oops, went a little too trigger happy with that, but alright, we're going to get rid of these trees, and I understand that I might need them later, so I will be planting more trees when our city starts to settle. So that way we have a little bit more, we have some resources. I mean, look, these cows are pretty happy here and pretty content. And I will actually be using these cows at some point. There we go. That tree is gone. Now it's over to here. And as for these skeletons, they can do their thing. I don't mind too much for the spoopy scaries today. They can do their thing, and I don't mind. Now then, let's see. Uh-oh. Got these. Alright, so these trees also, they are going to disappear as we've gotten rid of all the wood in them, so they'll be doing their thing. Now, let's start building a few houses, shall we? I think I want to use... Let's try something out of spruce wood, and then I'm actually going to color code these houses using special color wool, or at least I'm going to try to. And I might put some villagers in here so we have some neighbors, because right now it's a little lonely just having me and my little roommate in the closet. And that's not even saying if my roommate doesn't decide to leave, because it could happen. It's happened before. Let's see. And that looks pretty nice. It's a nice size for villagers, because villagers don't really need a huge house, if you know. It's a very... They don't need a lot of space to spread their feet out, They're pretty short to begin with, so... And we're gonna make nice little apartment sort of thing, so we have a nice little house for everyone. And I don't know if I want to put I don't think this side needs really a window, because it's like, wait, you're just gonna look at the cobblestone generator? That's not fun. There's nothing to look at. It's just oops, there we go. And we're gonna make this first house have a magenta roof. Now, I know this is gonna look very blocky, so we are gonna put a normal sort of roof on here, but I wanted to have a sort of way of coding what house is what for sort of this new section of the town. And we're gonna put, because I'm still a very big fan of birch doors, we're gonna put a birch door in, but we need to put nice little wood here, and that looks pretty lovely. We don't need the lava buckets anymore. These are all from the tutorial for cobblestone generator still, so thank you very much. Sup, cow? And we're gonna put a little torch on the outside as well as one on the inside, so that way these little villagers are nice and safe, and they're not gonna have to worry about getting eaten. Oops, I threw my glass. So then we're gonna put some window panes in. And there we go, our first little house. Now, I don't like how this floor is kind of drab and dreary and just grass. So we're going to put some wool down, and I think purple and white, or magenta and white should look nice for our first house. Yeah, that looks pretty cool, actually. And then, of course, we're going to put a chest in here for the villager when he eventually moves in, as well as a bed. Because who knows, maybe I'll have some friends in here sometime, and they'll need a place to stay. And this is a nice little basic house. It's got all the amenities. Is there anything else I really need? You know what? Just to make it look nice, let's give him a painting, shall we? I don't like that one. There we go. And we have house numero 1. There we go. That's a good start for this place. And thankfully, I don't believe that any of the houses are going to catch fire this time. Because I may have tried to do this before, but it may have caught fire, so we're gonna just do this. Oops. And that'll be the nice roof. I should probably get the magenta wool out again, because that's going to be part of this roof. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. Got a little too close there. Got a little too close to that. There we go. That looks really nice. And then we're going to go boop, boop, boop. This is going to be like the softest house to land on. So if ever I'm falling, I have to remember to fall over here, because that way I just fall and land on the nice, soft, fluffy wool. I like that the cow's just staring on it like, what are you doing, Paul? You're making a purple house? That's crazy talk. And there we go. Our first lovely little house. You know, just to make it symmetrical, there. That actually looks very nice. Now then, that's our first house, but my house here doesn't really have a sort of back door, so we're gonna get rid of this, and we're gonna make this into sort of my front door. And then that door back there can be the back door, or maybe I just, hey cow, maybe I will just stick with it being like this, because quite frankly, I don't mind having this sort of back door to my house, and then I have the bridge, and then the Pokeball, so I think we're just going to make that just be the back door of my house is where the village starts. Now, I will, just to keep the spoopy scaries out of my backyard, I'm going to make another fence here. So, boink. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't like that. I forgot that that's actually oak wood. And I need an oak fence. There we go. That looks better. It still looks a little off, but I guess it'll do. But we have our first little house. And it looks splendid. I don't really want to put any villages in it just yet, because we got a few spoopies floating around here. Next up, I think the next house we're going to build will be out of brick. If I can find the brick. Where are the bricks? There we go. And this house, instead of being purple, or I'm sorry, magenta, make it blue. Alright, we're going to have it be right across the street. So we're going to go count 1, 2, 3, 4. And the same sort of layout. I'm just going to get rid of some of this dirt, because this is going to be a really nicely built, and I want to plan this out so that everything is symmetrical, everything is nice looking, and everything just sort of, it makes a nice sort of grid look. So then that's where the door is going to be. There we go. And that looks really cool. Did I make something wrong? I might have made the house a space too far back. Whoops. Because the villagers, I'm just going to keep all their houses relatively uniform. I'm going to have a few things that sort of differentiate them, but for the most part, because they're villagers, I really don't need too much crazy stuff with, in terms of like, you know, making them like intricate houses and stuff. So now we got our base down. Ooh, I love the way that wool looks on the bricks. Like, I love how vibrant the wool is in this game, and that's probably why I prefer it over clay. Because, again, with the Pokeball, it stands out, and it looks exactly the right coloration. Like, it's not too dark, it's not too light. And again, for this house, we're going to stick with our classic birch door. but we are going to stick with a different type of wood flooring. I'm going to go with a dark oak wood, actually. Because I feel like a wood, like, putting brick flooring just does not seem very, friendly, you know? So, we're going to just say, boink. And that looks pretty nice. And for the roofing on this, you know what? I think I will stick with a... Let's do a dark... Actually, I like this nether brick stair. Nether brick is... We actually haven't even gone to the nether yet, but... The nether is sort of like the spoopy spot in this game where, you know, there's a lot of monsters and such, and a lot of things will try and kill you, but... We should be alright for now. And then we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 1. And we're just going to do that all the way through. Oops. And this actually looks really nice so far. Alright, maybe I need a little more in the way of... A little more brick. Couple more stairs, and voila! Nozel house is done. And of course we gotta decorate it in the same fashion as the other place. I'm gonna get just one torch. And this house will definitely not burn down. Like, I know the other one, I'm a little worried that it will eventually catch fire, but realistically we should be... Oh, I don't have room to put a painting up. What is this? I'll just there. I guess that works. I'm a little sad now. I thought I was gonna be able to put a painting up, but I forgot I didn't put a wall out of just a plain old wall. There we go. And another house is nicely done. Now, that looks pretty good so far. Nice little coloration houses. And then if I'm flying and I'm looking for a specific house where maybe I've stored my things, I could just fly over and be like, oh, well, I put that in the pink house. There we go. And I think this is coming along rather nicely so far. One thing I do want to put in, just because I know I realize I'm sort of building a bit of a village here of sorts. So one thing I want to try and do is make a well. And the reason being is because if you look at, like, when you're in the game in Minecraft and you come across, like, certain villages, they actually do have wells in them. And it's a really cool feature that, like, these games have, but it's really hard to come across villages sometimes. And I think that I think I'll stick it with being a 2 block by 2 block. But I won't make it as deep as some of these wells that I see in villagers, because with some of these villages, it's really hard to you know, find your way out if you fall into the well. Like, little Timmy's stuck in a well. Well, unfortunately, we can't reach him, so, you know, I guess he's gonna have to live there. And there we go. And we just fill in this bottom. And this will also serve as a water source for us. So we're gonna go 1, do. Alright, and then another, again. Because that way, it's all standing water. Like so. And then finally, we're going to put some little boop, 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 boop. And there we go. Oops. And I think for the roof, we'll put some planks down. So, I'm feeling this dark oak slab. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, that looks good. And then we just surround and make our little roof to this. And there we go. We have ourselves a well and 2 little houses now. Pretty neat. I think that's a good stopping point, don't you? We got 2 houses built and a lovely little well. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. I hope to see you guys tomorrow when we go even further and build maybe some more of our city. So, take care, everybody.